We join. Okay, no problem. You can start, madam.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thanks for coming to the lecture, madam. Please start, madam.
Thank you very much, sir. Today topic is creative commons licensing. Now I'm going to discuss about creative commons licensing. So,
Madam, sorry, madam. Can you unmute all the? Oh, sorry. Can you mute all the participants, madam?
yes, sir. Okay. Thank you very much. So first we are going to see open educational resources. Open educational resources nowadays we are very expecting very useful to everybody. So reflective towards open license, for we are using open educational resources, we need that license. Nowadays very popular in that we are living in 21st century learning environment. In this environment we are facing that e-learning, e-content, e-teachers, e-resources, etc. That is why this e-learning is very popular, got very popularity, means that is we need to reuse, remix, revise, redistribute and retain the content. So for that we are using that we are expecting very and also very popular that e-learning. Students access to educational resources compare than that normal textbooks. They are also expecting these e-resources. That is, they do not offer the original books. For that not available in local market and not willing to spend more money on these kind of books. So students as well as the teachers also more liking this open educational resources, this free of cost, freely available, which is freely available. They searching that open educational resources. So common licenses means copyright. It has that copyright plus open licenses, that is have some rights reserved, that is Creative Commons licenses. It has more sharing, reuse, remix, revise, redistribute and retain the content. It also have more scalability, declining cost, zero marginal cost, and also it has more innovation, derivative works possible. It has less time because of the faster production of resources. It wider access to quality resources and data. For we have that resources nowadays, the resources have the wider access to quality also. The wider research experience for data mining. It has wider exposure of the writer himself or herself rather than the publisher. So for that we are using the Creative Commons licenses. See this now, user benefits comparisons. See that features we are going to discuss about that features of that Creative Commons licenses as well as the other resources, copyright resources and Creative Commons licenses. In the features of rights, copyrighted resources have all rights reserved. The Creative Commons licenses have some rights reserved. In that feature of permission, copyrighted resources have the permission. We need permission to use that kind of resources. The Creative Commons licenses, we don't know that permission we can use at any time. Then the feature of reuse, no, if not permitted in copyrighted, yes, depends on the license we can use. And then revise, no, if not permitted in the copyrighted, then we can revise the content material, anything else in that Creative Commons, if that material have the copyright Creative Commons licenses means. Redistribute means no, if not permitted to copyrighted resources. Redistribute, we can possible, we can share it to anybody else in that if that material has the Creative Commons license. Remix, and no, if not permitted in that copyrighted, we can remix the content in if the material has the Creative Commons license means. Retain, that is not possible in copyrighted and that is possible in Creative Commons license resources. Free use, sometimes the copyrighted resources is free of use, free use to anybody else, that always we can use the Creative Commons licensed resources. Open use, that not permitted in copyrighted resources, that open use to allowed to all in that if that resources have the copyrighted license means. Why consider licensing? Copyright and licensing issues are at the heart of OER. So copyright and licenses, these two of them is heart of the OER, as they have important implications for creators, users, and institutions. By default, copyright is automatic and all rights reserved. Copyright is automatic and all rights reserved. Thus, permission is required by those who wish to use the work.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, doctor. So the power was shut down. That is really I am arranging that, rearranging.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Why consider licensing? Copyright and license that to the heart of OER. And now the next topic is open licenses. And open license is any license that applies to copyrighted content that allows any person to reuse the content without asking for permission. What is open? It is about open license used to share educational material, no permission required as long as the open license is respected. When the open and the 5 types of open, we have 5 R's open. That is reuse, revise, remix, redistribute, and retain. Reuse means copy verbatim. We can again and again use that resources. Revise means adopt and edit the resources. Remix, combine with other materials. We can combine the material one to another. Redistribute, we can share, we can able to share with others. Retain, make own and control copies. The spectrum of rights. Copyright, all rights reserved, that we already discussed. Reuse, recuse the permission from copyright owner. Creative Commons, some rights reserved. Reuse is permitted without permission under the specifications shared in the license. That is another one spectrum is public domain. No rights reserved may be used without permission. We can't able to use that type of resources. Now that 2 types of openness, closed to open. If someone enter into my home without ringing the calling bell, they free to allow enter into my room and using my resources, that is open. open resources. Without permission, they can easily enter into my home and using my resources that is open. If somebody is entering into my home, they asking permission with me, ringing, calling bell, can I enter into the room? Can I use your resources? That is closed. These two type of openness we can following the closed to open. Openness is weak open and strong open. Two type of openness: weak open and strong open. Weak open is open access. We can able to open access. Strong open is we need open licenses. Please, participants, don't share the slides. Creative Commons licenses. Creative Commons is a non-profit organization that aims to promote better identification, negotiation, and reuse of content for the purpose of creativity and innovation. The CC licenses have been designed to offer a flexible and straightforward tool for people who value access to and use of their works over monetary incentives while still maintaining some rights. So these are the Creative Commons types of Creative Commons. We are going to discuss about the types of Creative Commons. So these are the 6 types of Creative Commons are there. 6 types of Creative Commons and conditions. CC by SA, CC by NC, CC by NC SA, CC by ND, CC by NC ND. The concepts are attribution. CC by means or attribution. The person can able to use the material. CC by SA. SA means share alike. The abbreviation is S for SA, share alike. NC for non-commercial, ND for non-derivative. So these are the 6 types of Creative Commons licenses. Now we are going to discuss about one by one the type of Creative Commons licenses. The first type is attribution CC by. This license lets others distribute, remix, tweak, and build upon your work even commercially as long as they credit you for the original creation. This is the most accommodating of licenses offered. It is recommended for maximum dissemination and use of licensed material. The second type is attribution share alike. This license lets others remix, tweak, and build upon your work even for commercial purposes, as long as they credit you and license their new creations under the identical terms, often compelled to copy left. There is copy left, free and open source software licenses. All new works based on yours will carry the same license, so any derivatives will allow commercial use. This is the license used by Wikipedia. The third type is attribution non-commercial by non-commercial. This license lets others remix, tweak, and build upon your work non-commercially as long as they credit you license their new creations under the identical terms. Others can download and redistribute your work, translate, make remixes, and produce new derivatives based on your work. All new work based on your works will carry the same license, so any derivatives will also be non-commercial in nature. The next type is attribution non-commercial. This license lets others remix, tweak, and build upon your work non-commercially, and allow their new works must also acknowledge you and be non-commercial. They don't have to license their derivative work on the same terms. The next type is Attribution-No Derivatives. This license allows for redistribution, commercial and non-commercial, as long as it is passed along unchanged and in whole with credited to you. So these are the 6 types of Creative Commons licenses. The last type is attribution non-commercial non-derivatives. This license is the most restrictive, only allowing others to download your works and share them with others as long as they credit you, but they cannot change them in any way or use them commercially. So these are the 6 types of Creative Commons licenses. Now we are going to see Creative Commons public domain tools. See this public domain tools is having the 0 license. That is, CC's public domain tools enable other authors and copyright owners who want to dedicate their works to the worldwide public domain to do so. The CC0 tool, that is no rights reserved. We cannot use these kind of resources. CC0 tool allows licensors to waive all rights and place your work in the public domain. The public domain mark identifies your work that is free of known copyright restrictions. It is not recommended for works that are restricted by copyright laws in one or more jurisdictions. Why use Creative Commons licenses? For when we are using these Creative Commons licenses, these have 3 layers of license. That is, first layer is legal code, second layer is human readable, the third layer is machine readable. So when we using these Creative Commons licenses, means it has 3 layers for our safety. Why we using this Creative Commons licenses means for legal code. For that we are using these Creative Commons licenses. It is expansive legal languages tested in several cases. Then second, use Commons Code, simple icon-based approach to explain what you can do, what you cannot do. Then third use is digital code. For using Creative Commons licenses means that is for using creative digital code. It enables search engines to search and locate through CC rights expression language. For that we are using Creative Commons licenses. How we choose Creative Commons license? In this URL we can create the Creative Commons license. Anybody we can able to create these licenses. So for using this URL, and also we can follow these 4 steps. We can able to create copyright code. First step is choose license feature. Allow adaptation of your work to be shared, yes or no. For your option, you can select any option as long as others share alike. Then second step is choose license feature. Allow commercial uses of your work. So you choose yes or no. Then third step is select license. Then fourth step is copy the code to use. So which kind of material you want to create the common license means you follow these 4 steps, and you can able to easily able to create the code, and you can share them to all which kind of material you want to share that with the code. So now we have the new version, that is CC 4.0. So this is new version available nowadays. The new version 4.0 is available. In that features 4.0 has several features. That is, it has a more global license. The 4.0 has more global license. Rights outside the scope of copyright and common sense attribution, enabling more anonymity when decided. 30-day window to correct license violations, increased readability, clarity about adaptations. So these are the new features available in CC 4.0. So this is we already discussed about that 6 type of Creative Commons licenses. CC license compatibility chart. This is for your reference. I give it in that chart. So when we using others resources means we should acknowledge them. How we acknowledge them? When we using others resources means we should mention the title of work, author of work, and source of the work, link of that source. So when we using other resources mean we should acknowledge it in this kind of we should acknowledge them, that is they will be right manner. We should acknowledge when we using open educational resources, we should acknowledge them, then only we give the respect to them. And after acknowledging them, we can reuse, reshare, retain, and revise, remix, reuse, redistribute, and retain the content. That will be proper way, I think so. So thank you. So Creative Commons licenses means, now we are discuss about what is the meaning of Creative Commons licenses, why we are using the types of Creative Commons licenses. That's all. Thank you very much to all. Thank you. Is there anything else? If you want to ask anything else.
Ma'am,
Yes, sir. Yes.
I am Anantara.
Yes, sir.
I preparing some PPT for the learning of my students using the material of a book which is under copyright. So this material can we use in teaching PPT in YouTube?
Yes, sir. If you for you have that not getting any copyright. If you getting copyright, that is some rights reserved or not means I can't able to use. So if you don't, if you're not getting any copyright means I can able to use. If you're getting creative, the 6 type of Creative Commons licenses, you can get that code.
Okay. Okay.